Well, it started as a small family business, but it is now a Fort Worth icon. Jessie Garcia is known far and wide, and today the family-run restaurant celebrates 90 years of serving the community. Photojournalist Mike Kinney gives us not just a look at the history of how the restaurant started, but also how the family has kept it going and still honors its humble beginnings.
It started in 1935, with just in the front dining room.
From this one side right here, which was just 4 tables.
My grandfather and grandmother, that's Jessie Garcia and Jessie Garcia. It was Joe's barbecue and Mexican dishes. My grandfather who did the barbecue and my grandmother who did the Mexican food.
I remember my mother saying back in the day is that they'd make 25 cents a day, $1, and that was back in, they started Joe T's in 1935. Prior to that, they had a grocery store caddy corner from Joe T's.
That was our home. It's a dining room now.
We actually lived here. So we lived in the back, behind here, and worked in the restaurant in the front. And it was small back then.
And I thought everybody grew up in a restaurant. I thought that was normal.
Before this was turned into a fountain, this was a swimming pool. We used to swim in here every day.
This was all dirt. It was, cornfield and dirt, sure was. Used to play back here in the back, in the cornfields.
We used to keep our horses back over here. And we had, my grandmother used, before this was a pool, this was chicken pen over here, So a lot of memories that I remember as a child growing up.
This is the barbecue pit that Joe T used to do his barbecue in. So this is from the early 30s.
And what put Joe T's on the map? Well, definitely a lot of, my grandfather definitely was probably one of the starters, the pioneers that, with my grandmother, that, he knew a lot of senators and so forth and governors, and they would come out here and throw parties, and they told other people. They've heard about it from the East and the West Coast, so.
People have come through these doors from Tiger Woods to just your local singers in Northside Fort Worth. It's a long list.
We've had a lot of celebrities over the years from, Jimmy Stewart, Sebastian Cabot, John Wayne. We've catered Elvis Presley, Michael Jackson. We've done a lot of catering. We used to cater all the concerts downtown. Everybody loves sitting around the fountain. We try to make it where you can see the fountain here and from this area here. There's other fountains throughout the patio that you'll see, and people love being around the water.
This is what I would love for my grandparents to have seen, and to see all the hard work that came with it because of the work ethic that they gave us.
Well, we're celebrating here, obviously being open for 90 years.
I feel very honored to be carrying the legacy of my grandparents and of their American dream, which started 90 years ago.
I would wonder what Joe T would say today if he saw this today.
If they were here today, they would be very proud.
I just want to say thank y'all, thank y'all. We're celebrating 90 years. We couldn't do this without you. Without a question, we're looking forward to the 100. And, pretty God, we make the 100, and that will be a big celebration.